Hello everybody, my name is Jeremiah Flores, and here's my competitive breakdown of the aim down sights mechanics in Warframe. The reason why I'm doing this mechanics specifically is because it's a simple mechanic with a unique attribute to it. To start off, not only does the ADS mechanic allow you to aim your weapon and reduce weapon spray, like it would traditionally do in most games, but it allows the player to cling to walls and glide through the air. And while it can be argued that these can be distinguished as separate mechanics, you cannot execute or perform either one of them without the ADS mechanic. So the ADS mechanic allows the player to be able to latch to any wall or vertical surface or glide through the air for a short duration. Now I've tested the wall latching with 10 warframes, and out of the 10 I have 4 clips that showcase that the duration is roughly 5 to 6 seconds for all of them. Latching onto walls can be done by jumping towards a wall and while in midair, aiming your weapon, as you can see here being demonstrated in the videos. This will stop any current momentum the player has and keep them stationary until further action. And throughout these videos you can also notice that all of the warframes are giving off a dark aura as they're latched to the walls. And over time that aura begins to slowly fade. And once that aura is completely dissipated, you'll fall off of the wall. The glide operates in a similar fashion. It's able to be done by aiming down the sights while in midair, but instead of latching onto a wall, it will sustain the player and give the player the ability to glide through the air instead of immediately falling. You'll also notice in these videos that the warframes are giving off the same aura as when they were latched onto the walls. But in this case, the glide gradually decreases over time and the player will descend subtly faster the longer they go. And the distance they were able to cover from the elevated height where I took these clips from was roughly 15 units, and I'm measuring that based on the size of the square tiles on the floor. But the distance they were able to cover on the ground floor was approximately 5 units, 1/3 of that. And now I'm going to go on a minor tangent here for a second. But while the player is latched onto the wall, the player is capable of immediately transitioning to a wall dash. And the interesting thing about that is that with each time the player wall dashes, the player resets the latching and double jump of the player. Same is applied if you jump off of the wall and back on. So the player is able to constantly bounce from wall to wall without even touching the floor.